Greetings. I've selected R&B pop star Miguel and the classical guitarist Francisco Tarraga to complete this video presentation. Miguel Pimento was born October 23rd, 1985, raised in San Pedro, California. He's the son of African-American mother and a Mexican-American father. Growing up in a predominantly Hispanic neighborhood, Miguel was inspired by his amateur musician father at an early age, yet his mother was the one who introduced him to R&B. He started his career in his early teenage years and spent much time working in the local production company. His music is created to be shared through performance. It can be described as seductive, charismatic, futuristic, and highly artistic. Next, you'll see a clip of Miguel performing his song, All I Want Is You.
First of all, I won't even sing for.
The elements of the music may be easily distinguishable to some, but most notable is the melodic sound of his voice. His voice is the instrument that he uses best by showing extreme control in his ability to achieve both high and low pitches. The smooth texture of his voice can also be rough and loud when needed. In considering his music, the texture of layers can often be simple and thin, with the only use of his voice, a few instruments, and sometimes a synthesizer. The tempo to many of his most popular songs are slow or medium in speed. Like many artists, Miguel also uses the verse chorus form in writing his music. Francisco Tarraga was born in Spain in November of 1852. He's also referred to as the father of classical guitar. Francisco Tarraga's father also played the guitar and was an integral part in his path to becoming a composer, teacher, and guitarist. It was his father who pushed him into a career after he suffered an eye injury as a young boy when he fell into a hole when he ran away from his nanny. The purpose of Francisco Tarraga's music is for pleasure, recitals, to go on tour, and to teach others. His well known Grand Vals of 1984 was featured in many commercials and was also known as Nokia's famous ringtone. Next, you'll hear a selection from Francisco Tarrega's Capricho Araba. The rhythm of Tarrega's music is slow and intentional. The monophonic texture that the solo guitarist makes is highly emotional and symbolic of the romantic period from which he originated. Though the tempo of Francisco Tarrega's music is very slow and simple, it can also be extremely complex and fast paced. The duration that he chooses to choose in his notes can be long and drawn out or short and quick. In comparison of the two, the reason why I chose Miguel and Francisco Tarrega is because they shared many things in common. Initially, it was both of their ability to play the guitar and the keyboard, and also their shared Hispanic heritage. But I also learned that both of their fathers had musical abilities and both played an influential part in their career choices. They both shared a religious upbringing. They both performed solo and preferred to perform for a small, intimate setting. I chose Miguel because of the beautiful quality of his voice and how it invoked different emotions within me. He reminds me of a modern day Prince. Though his music has taken a turn over the years from political to artistic, I still love Miguel. Upon hearing Francisco Tarraga's music and him playing the guitar, I also felt those same deep sentimental and emotional feelings. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation.